Alright, hello people. We're doing another Magic the Gathering thingy. And I think it was about a week ago I actually went to a Friday Night Magic thing. It was a sealed tournament. My desk is a complete mess. Which basically means they give you 6 boosters. And then you open them up and make a deck. And we were using the new series, which is new Phyrexia, for those of you who aren't into Magic. And all that means is basically it's a new set of cards. So I'll go through what I pulled and then what deck I was using. We'll start with what deck I was using. Again, this is all from that one night. I got 90 cards, and then I bought another pack, so 105. It was 25 bucks for to play. Okay, so basically this is what I ended up making. This isn't what I used the first game, but I actually talked to one of the dudes there after he steamrolled me, and he helped me build this. So basically what this is let me just roll up my sleeves 1 second. This camera work's going to be really bad as it's just hanging and flopping around. Okay, so we have 6 mountains. That's 6, I promise. There's 1 right there. So 6, 8 swamps, 2 plains. And then this is organized by creatures, non-creatures. So we'll start with the creatures. This is all organized by converted mana cost. Okay, so this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we'll start with the 2. I got 3 of these guys. I don't know if you can read it. Is there a macro on this camera? Come on. No, there's no macro. This is Vault Scourge. It's a 1 and then 1 black Phyrexian mana. The way that works is you can either play a swamp or 2 life. It has flying and lifelink, and it's a 1/1. Lifelink is however much damage it deals, you gain that much life. And then we have Spellskite, which is a 0/4. It costs 2, and for 1 blue Phyrexian mana, you can change a target skill or ability to this. So if someone plays a kill card on a creature that you want to keep, you can make it kill this instead, which is quite nice. So those are both 2 mana. These are good because I have 3 of these, and this is a 40 card deck. I almost have, like on the initial draw, I almost have a 1 in 10 chance of drawing one of these, like per card. So I am almost guaranteed to pull one of these on the draw, which is very nice because I can play them first turn. Then on to the 3 converted mana costs. I have 2 Blinding Soul Eaters, which cost 3. It's a 1/3, and for 1 white Phyrexian mana, and to tap this, I can tap a target creature. We've got this dude, Priest of Something. He costs 3, and then when he comes to the battlefield, I can add 3 3 mountain mana to my mana pool. Porcelain Legionary is a 3/1 first strike, 2, and then 1 white Phyrexian mana. Blind Zealot, 1 of any kind, 2 swamps. It has Intimidate, so it can't be blocked except by artifact creatures or creatures that share color with it, so in this case black. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, so whenever it hits a player, I can sacrifice it, and if I do, I can destroy a creature that they control. And then Spined Thopter, which is a 2/1. It costs 2 plus 1 blue Phyrexian mana, and it's flying, so it's a nice card. On to 4 converted mana cost. We start with this dude. He's pretty cool. When he comes to the battlefield, target creature gets +2, +0 until end of turn, or -0, -2 until end of turn. So basically you can buff a dude or kill a weak dude of theirs. It's a 2/2. And then this guy, he's a rare. He costs 3 and then 1 blue Phyrexian mana. And then he basically comes in and you can clone another creature. And it's the same as the other creature, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. So onto 5 converted mana cost, we have Slash Panther, which is a 4/2 with haste for 4 and 1 red Phyrexian mana. And then Pith Driller, which is a 2/4, and when it comes onto the battlefield, I have to put a -1/-1 counter on a target creature. It costs 4 and 1 black Phyrexian mana. Then over here, this is my good pull of the night. It's a 6/6. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. Sheoldred, maybe? The Whispering one. It costs 7, 5 of any kind, 2 swamps. It's got Swamp Walk. At the beginning of my upkeep, I return a creature card from my graveyard to the battlefield. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player sacrifices a card. So basically, I'm pumping out guys onto my battlefield, and they are killing guys. And it's a 6/6 as well, which is very nice. Now, if we go into non-creature cards down here, we've got 2 Geth's Verdicts, which is target player sacrifices a card and loses a life. So that's nice. A creature, not a card. So, you can thin out their blockers with that. On the 3 mana cost, we've got 2 Pristine Talismans, which I can tap for 1 mana and 1 colorless mana and 1 life. And then Grim Reflection, which is put a -1/-1 counter on target creature and then proliferate. Then we've got 3 Artillerizes. Love this card, not gonna lie. It only costs 4, and then if it's 3 of any 3 colorless and 1 mountain, and then there's an additional cost to cast it. I have to sacrifice an artifact or creature, and it deals 5 damage to target creature or player, so it's a nice card. And then Victorious Destruction, which is destroy target artifact or land. Its controller loses 1 life, and that costs 4 colorless and 1 red. So that's the deck I was using. On top of that, I pulled all this stuff, so I guess we can just kind of go through this. Let's go sit down. Now, I guess I'll try and see how the macro is on this. It might be complete ass. Okay, so we'll see that in a sec. Okay guys, so on top of all that, I've kind of set the camera down, and I'll attempt to do this as best we can. I'll show you what else I pulled. We have a Despise, which is your target opponent reveals a card from his or her hand, and you choose a creature. Nope, they show you their entire hand, and you choose a creature, card, or a planeswalker and kill it. Another one of these guys. These are the 1/1 lifelink guys. A bunch of swamps and lands. They had like 4,000 lands, so I just stole a bunch. Another one of the Blind Zealots. This is like a promo card you get. It's a foil one of that 6/6, which is kind of unfortunate that I got, the promo card you get is the same one I pulled. A foil Furnace Scamp. So it's a 1/1 and it only costs 1 mountain. But whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you can sacrifice it, and it does 3 more damage to that player. 4 Hovermers, which are 1/2 with flying and vigilance. A Golem, a 5/4 Golem. One of these Shrines. Basically, whenever I cast a green spell, or at the beginning of my upkeep, and it gets a charge counter, and then I can tap it, sacrifice it, and then for each charge counter, I add 1 to my mana pool. Apostle's Blessing, 1 colorless and 1 Phyrexian white, and it target artifact or creature you control gains protection from artifacts or from the color of your choice until end of turn. An enchantment, it can't attack. And my mom's calling me. Okay, bye. Alright guys, after a few days of mishaps, we're going to see if we can finish this off. So I'm just going to kind of flick through these. I've turned the macro on, so it should be looking all beautiful and stuff. I'll try to not obscure anything. I'll stop at the good ones, like this one. 6/7, Vigilance and Reach, and like if you draw it on your original hand, in effect, 2 Maul Splicers, which are pretty good. This thingy, I guess it's kind of useful, I don't know. 1/4 Flash, and a nice ability. It's a rare. Whenever they shuffle, you can exile some of the cards off the top of their deck. Another Splicer. I feel like you could make a really good cards if you had loads of these Splicers, but they're uncommon, so it's kind of hard to find. That's a nice card. 3 of these. It's a 3/3 Flash and Flying. One of these. Counter target spell. Another one of the mutations. Another one of Forced Worship. This is pretty interesting. Draw a card and look at their hand, and you can pay it with 2 lives, so that's good. One of these Mines. This is quite a nice card, actually. This is good too. A 3/2 for 3. I've got 3 of these. These are 6/4s for 6, which is pretty good. One of these, which is potentially a kill everything card, but again, you have to sacrifice an important creature. This is ass. This is pretty good. Revives someone, basically. 2 of these bats they're not a huge fan of. 2 Vapor Snags. A Numbing Dose, which is pretty good offensive enchantment. Dispatch. War Report, which is pretty good. It just gets you life. 2 Lost Leonins. 2 on them with Infect. Shriek Raptor. 2/3 with Infect, and Whispering Spectre, 1/1 Flying, Infect, and there's an ability. So that's it, guys. I don't know, I'll probably be doing more magic stuff. If I ever buy some cards, I'll be doing like unwrappings, if you will, because that's fun. And I will see you all later.